Bo Grant was a small Instagram creator who loved sharing simple moments of her daily life. Her followers adored her cooking videos, especially the way she turned ordinary recipes into something warm and comforting. That evening, like many others, she set up her camera in the kitchen to film herself making her favorite dish, spaghetti. The soft light, the sound of boiling water, and her calm voice created a peaceful atmosphere that felt almost too perfect.
It turned out perfect. Okay, if you want the perfect spaghetti, I have one secret ingredient, and it's not supposed to go in spaghetti, but it's perfect with ground meat, and it makes it seasoned perfectly, but not like overly spicy.
But that peace didn't last long. As she stirred the sauce, a strange noise echoed faintly through the kitchen. It wasn't loud, yet it felt wrong, like something scratching or breathing just out of sight. Bo paused, her smile fading as she listened closely. The sound came again, longer this time, dragging through the silence like something alive. Fear crept into her chest. Being alone in the house suddenly didn't feel safe anymore. Acting on pure instinct, Bo grabbed 2 kitchen knives, her hands trembling as she held them tightly. Her eyes darted around the room, trying to find the source of that horrifying sound. Every shadow seemed to move. Every corner felt like it was hiding something. Panic clouded her mind, yet something inside urged her to stay alert and not turn her back.
It's supposed to go in spaghetti, but it's perfect with ground meat, and it makes it seasoned perfectly, but not like overly spicy.
In the middle of her panic, she suddenly remembered her phone. With shaking hands, she called the police, whispering as if something might hear her. The strange noise continued, closer now, almost behind her. The video ended abruptly, cutting off before anything could be seen. To this day, no one knows what that sound really was, but those who watched the clip all agree on one thing. It wasn't human. What do you think it was?
What do I do? Call the cops. You call the cops. You gotta call the cops.
A chilling video was uploaded to social media, and the person who posted it was also the one living through the nightmare. It all started when his dog began acting strangely, restless, stressed, and slowly growing weaker each day. The once energetic animal became quiet, anxious, and afraid to be left alone. Sensing that something wasn't right, the man decided to investigate what was really happening inside his home. He started by checking the security camera footage in the room. What he saw made him freeze in horror. His dog was standing there, completely normal, its collar still around its neck. Then suddenly, without warning, something invisible began to pull at it. There were no hands, no figure, nothing visible at all. Yet the force was real. The dog struggled as if something was choking it. Let's watch it again, slowly. In the reflection of a nearby television, the movement becomes clearer. A powerful force tightens around the dog's neck, pulling violently. In a split second, the collar snaps apart. The dog collapses, trembling uncontrollably, clearly in pain. There was no human interference, only something unseen, something impossible, yet undeniably present. From that moment on, the dog was never the same. It refused to eat, lost weight rapidly, and showed signs of deep fear whenever left alone. Eventually, the man believed he had discovered the cause behind this terrifying incident, but he never revealed exactly what it was. So now, the question remains, what do you think pulled that collar off the dog? Years ago, a Reddit user uploaded a video that still unsettles viewers to this day. It captured a quiet FaceTime call between a mother and her child. The mother was the one asking questions, gently checking in, her voice calm and familiar. They talked about daily life, small worries, and simple moments. Nothing unusual, nothing out of place. Everything felt warm, safe, normal.
I'm not gonna buy anything expensive. I'll try like Salvation Army first and see what I can find, you know. But I definitely need a smaller bed and one that's up off the floor because it's killing me. And then I'm just gonna let Al have this one because I just want it out of here, and he's sleeping on a blow-up mattress anyway. I'm trying to make coffee.
But then, something changed. As the mother continued speaking, her expression suddenly froze. Her eyes shifted slightly, focusing on something behind her child's shoulder. Her voice lowered as she hesitated, then asked softly, "Wait, who's standing behind you?"
I like literally had an anxiety attack from it, so. But anyways, come on in. What are you doing today?
Is there somebody in your house with you?
No, why? Why?
The child frowned, confused. Slowly, they turned their head, scanning the empty room behind them. "There's no one here," they replied, trying to sound calm. But seconds later, their voice began to tremble. They whispered that they suddenly felt something cold right behind them.
Is there somebody in your house with you?
No, why? Why?
At first, the camera showed nothing, but when the footage was slowed down frame by frame, a dark, human-like figure could be seen standing silently in the background. It didn't move. It didn't breathe. It just stood there, watching. The mother began to panic, telling her child to run, but the video cuts off suddenly, leaving behind one terrifying question. If there was no one there, then what was standing behind them that night? Before we move on to the next video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me stay motivated to bring you more terrifying stories like this. Now, this clip was discovered on Reddit, uploaded on November 27, 2014, by a user named Jonathan World. At first, it seemed like an ordinary moment inside a quiet home, until a strange sound broke the silence. It was the sound of a spoon, a faint metallic clink, like something about to fall. The kitchen was small, dimly lit, but something felt off. Objects looked slightly out of place. And then, the spoon moved. No one touched it. No wind, no visible force. Yet it began to rotate slowly on its own, as if something unseen was controlling it. It didn't stop there. The spoon began circling around a cutting board, moving with intention, almost playfully, yet unnaturally precise. Hearing the noise, a woman rushed downstairs to check, but the moment she saw it, she froze. Her body stood still, her eyes locked onto the spoon. She didn't scream. She didn't move. It was as if something had taken control of her mind.
Oh my God.
The spoon kept moving, spinning, tapping, dancing across the surface of the kitchen. Some believe it was cursed. Others say it was a spirit, something that had found a way to manifest through an object. The video ends without explanation, leaving one question behind. What do you think it was? And why did it choose that spoon? A store manager once shared a chilling story from inside his clothing shop. It happened on February 14th, 2014, when he casually reviewed the security camera footage after closing hours. At first, everything seemed completely normal. A man browsing through clothes, quietly choosing items like any other customer. Nothing unusual, nothing suspicious.
Look, watch. What is that? What is that? And it's just gone. Bruh. Look at this. It's there, and now it's not. It's there, and now...
But then, around the 25-second mark, something appeared. The manager froze as he replayed the footage again and again. Let's take another look. Hidden beneath the hanging pants, something moved. Something small, too small to be human. It wasn't there before, and yet, now it was clearly visible.
It's there, and now it's not. It's there, and now it's not. Bruh, what is that? Bruh. What is that?
It had a strange, distorted form. Its face looked smeared, its eyes dark and unsettling. The creature moved quickly, too quickly. Each time the man shifted his position, it would instantly hide behind his legs, as if it knew it was being watched. It was clever, aware, and definitely not supposed to be there.
And it's just gone, bruh. Look at this. It's there, and now it's not. It's there, and now it's not. Bruh, what is that?
The footage ended without any explanation. The customer left, unaware of what had been following him the entire time. The manager never found out what it was. Some say it was just a trick of the camera. Others believe it was something far more disturbing. So now the question is, what do you think was hiding under those clothes? In this eerie footage, Laura Cunningham slowly walks down a narrow staircase, her body exhausted after carrying heavy boxes upstairs alone. Every step feels heavy, and the quiet house only amplifies her fatigue. Unable to continue, Laura stops midway and sits down on the step, Breathing heavily, she exhales in relief, trying to calm herself. But just as the tension begins to fade, a sudden noise echoes from upstairs. Then, the light bulb above starts flickering violently. Her face tightens instantly, fear creeping into her eyes.
Siggy!
She slowly looks up into the darkness, but there is no one there. The hallway is empty. Her voice trembles as she calls out a name, hoping for an answer, but none comes. The light continues its unnatural rhythm, on, off, on, off, as if something unseen is playing with it. The silence becomes unbearable.
Siggy? Siggy! What the fuck?
Terrified, Laura rushes toward the light switch, desperately trying to reset it, but nothing changes. The flickering only grows more erratic. In that moment, she realizes something horrifying. This is no electrical problem. Something else is controlling the light. Something that is watching her, waiting, just out of sight.
What the fuck?
A disturbing video was shared by a man who claimed it captured something he could never explain. On the night of May 3rd, 2024, he decided to check the security camera footage in his yard. His family had been experiencing strange disturbances, unexplained noises, whispers in the dark, and a constant feeling of being watched. That night, he wanted answers. As he opened the footage on his computer, something immediately caught his attention. A pale white mist slowly appeared at the edge of the screen. It didn't look natural. It moved with intention, gliding, almost floating, like something alive. There were no legs, no arms, no human shape. Yet it drifted smoothly across the yard, getting closer to the house. Then it stopped. Right in front of the house, the mist froze in place, hovering silently, as if observing something inside. The man felt his body go cold as he stared at the screen, unable to look away. There was no wind, no explanation for its movement. It simply remained there, watching. He forced himself to keep watching. Slowly, the white mist began to rise, lifting higher and higher above the house. It didn't rush. It moved calmly, deliberately, until it vanished into the darkness above. The video ended, leaving the man frozen in shock, overwhelmed by fear. To this day, he still wonders, what was that thing in his yard that night? A woman was being treated in a well-known hospital, spending her days surrounded by needles and machines. Her room had only one bed, leaving her alone day after day. The silence felt heavy, pressing down on her mind until loneliness became unbearable.
Back off by itself again. What the actual fuck is going on, bro? Like, dude, I literally, like, walked back to my bed and it started going off by itself.
One night, she went into the bathroom to wash her face. As she stood by the sink, the faucet suddenly turned on by itself. Water burst out violently, splashing everywhere, even though she hadn't touched it. Frozen in fear, she couldn't call for help. She just stood there, trembling. Then, just as suddenly as it started, the water stopped. The silence returned. She let out a shaky breath, thinking it was over.
I'm afraid he's gonna do it again. Bro, it's fucking doing it again. What the fuck is going on?
But moments later, the faucet turned on again, stronger, more violent, as if warning her. Terrified, she rushed back to her bed and hid under the blanket. From that night on, she didn't dare return to the bathroom, not even for 3 days. A telling video was posted on Reddit by a man who claimed he had captured something unexplainable inside his own bedroom. The footage was recorded at exactly 6:44 a.m. on November 16th, 2025, a time when the world should have been quiet and still. As he replayed the security camera, everything seemed normal at first, until something unnatural entered the frame. Strange black light began to float slowly behind him. It didn't glow like any normal light. It absorbed the darkness around it. The figure hovered silently, following his every movement for just a few seconds, before vanishing without a trace. At first, he thought it was just a glitch or reflection, but something about it felt alive. Driven by curiosity, he reopened the footage and watched it frame by frame. This time, he noticed something terrifying. The black light didn't just float, it moved with intention. It circled slowly, then suddenly stopped, as if it was staring directly at someone. There was no shape, no face, just a presence. And the way it moved was far too fast, too aware, like it knew it was being watched. The video quickly spread across Reddit, leaving viewers divided. Some believed it was nothing more than a camera anomaly. Others were convinced it was something far more sinister, a spirit lingering in the house, watching, waiting. But one question remains. If it was truly just a light, then why did it feel like it was looking back? In a dimly lit house, a man stood at the bottom of a narrow attic staircase, his hand gripping a long stick as he slowly pushed against the small wooden door above. That attic, a place he used only to store old belongings, nothing more, nothing unusual. But tonight felt different. Something had woken him up, something he couldn't ignore.
You hear that? Things have been quiet for like weeks now, and then all of a sudden it's just a ruckus in the attic, like constant. Listen.
It started with voices, soft at first, then clearer. The sound of children laughing, whispering, running across the attic floor. He froze. His mind raced because he knew for a fact the children in his house were downstairs, fast asleep. And yet, the voices didn't stop. They echoed right above him, as if something was playing up there.
You hear that?
He didn't dare climb the stairs. Instead, he raised the stick and slowly pushed the attic door open. It creaked, inch by inch. The laughter suddenly stopped. Silence filled the air. Too sudden, too unnatural. He stared into the darkness beyond the door, his heart pounding, waiting, expecting something to move, something to reveal itself. But nothing came.
I promise I do not have a child in my attic. It's just crazy. Yeah, things have been really quiet lately. I thought maybe it had all stopped. That's why I haven't been posting. But I guess we're back with a vengeance in 2026.
Even now, he believes those sounds will return. He's convinced that whatever was up there hasn't left. It's only waiting for the right moment. And as the year 2026 approaches, he fears it will come back, stronger, louder, closer. For now, there is nothing, just silence. But maybe not for long. Thank you all for watching my video. If you found it interesting, please share this story with everyone. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to support me.